I know, the title is a bit controversial, but this is really not meant as a fight between two girl groups, or between two of the biggest K-pop companies. The truth is that there are many similarities between these groups. Not in the obvious ways as music or number of members. It goes beyond that. There is a whole lot of work behind the group image, and whether it is intentionally or not, they remind me of one of the arguably most influential K-pop girl groups right now. But you can tell me whether you agree with me or not. And while you're at it, press the like button if you want your favorite group to do well in their next comeback. I mean, I can't control the future, but will you risk it? Just saying. SSERAFIM is a new girl group from Source Music and HYBE. The companies have been preparing this group for quite a while. Actually, a lot of time. There has been years since they announced this group was in the making. And now that we finally know the members and the name of the group, we can start to see how the group is taking form and what their future looks like. But most importantly, we can see the kind of image they have. An image is more than a concept. It will define the group as a whole, not only one song or an album. And I have to say that for this group, they are going strong with a strong and independent girl with aesthetic resembling models. And what other group has this kind of image as their main core? In the last years, the representative girl group with this concept is BLACKPINK, and they have also created such a new way of seeing idols. Yes, there are many people that do not exactly like this whole combination of idol, model, and influencer label, but nonetheless, it is really effective. BLACKPINK has been the first group to take advantage of their relevance as idols, to also be ambassadors of luxury brands, and even embrace a whole lifestyle image. Of course, many other idols have done marketing campaigns for big brands, but the way the BLACKPINK girls have reached their audience and cement their image is a new level of K-pop artists. And I think SSERAFIM may be going that route too. Their whole teasers concept is already alluding to the model look and style. And it is not only a concept for their debut. The company is looking into promoting the members like that. It is no coincidence that some luxury brands are already looking into collaborating with them, like Louis Vuitton and Sakura. It won't surprise me that they will continue to push the group as also models, and go into several photo shoots and even represent a single brand, like with BLACKPINK. And if anything, their name that makes us think of some beauty brand should be indicative enough. The other area in which the groups resemble each other a lot is on the overall impact they have had before their debut. There really has been a lot of hype, and I haven't seen as much articles and attention when a group is debuting than when BLACKPINK was about to debut. The marketing of both companies work really well, and undoubtedly, they have had some advantages. They both were the first girl group in the company after a long while, and after an important disbandment of a previous group. Attention was bound to be already on them, but the overall content and mystery behind the revelation of the members has worked really well. And the buzz, as always, has also brought some negative attention. Some controversies and articles are already talking about the members in a not-so-good light. And if the attention of the public continues as it is, I'm sure they will get more criticism during their careers. BLACKPINK is also a group that, with great fame, has also brought negative articles and some controversies, especially during the rookie time. Jennie was the main character in these articles and criticism, from daily news to hate about her performances. And it won't be a surprise if something like this happens to any of the members in HYBE and Source Music Group. The girls of SSERAFIM will have a bumpy road ahead of them. Another aspect that so far has been really important for BLACKPINK is a clear distinction between personalities and styles. With the way the members of SSERAFIM have been presented to the public and the rest of the teasers, I consider the company will work hard into showing or giving a particular role to each member. And this tactic is one of the best when it comes to promotion. For BLACKPINK, it has led to the members standing out in different areas and having solo promotions and collaborations. Not everyone wants this kind of strategy. After all, a fan of the group would always prefer to see them together. However, is it more profitable for the companies to do this? At the end, each member is having their own income sources and their own area of promotion, whether it is acting, dancing, modeling, or singing. Still, one can never be sure, as there are both examples of groups doing well and others of that bringing their premature end. Which takes me to the next point. SSERAFIM is formed with two already known and famous members, and that is not always good for a new group. We all know that there is a risk that the other members will never reach the fame of the other two, and the imbalance in popularity can bring huge internal problems. In this sense, in Blackpink, all the members started pretty much in the same circumstances, so there wasn't this issue of having a way more popular member. Not that it can't happen on its own after their debut with one member taking off in popularity. Mise is an example of this, and their outcome was not ideal. There is some worry that SSERAFIM can fall into this problem and be known as Sakura and Chaewon's group. IVE is also going through something similar, with having two former members of IZ*ONE. But then again, a lot of it relies on the promotion strategy the company has. One thing that will surely separate both groups, SSERAFIM and Blackpink, is that the content distributed will be vastly different. One of the main complaints of Blackpink is that they do not have that many comebacks or promotion periods, and they do not participate much in variety shows. In other words, there is limited content. On the other hand, HYBE is known for having a huge variety of content, from giving us stories and symbols for their groups so that they can later on use it in their merch, to having constant short videos of the group, and even phone games. And they also have more continuous comebacks than YG. Still, we will have to see the perception the public has of the group in the long run, something that Blackpink has already been able to cement themselves, and even with not so many promotions, they are a recognized and popular girl group, and not only locally, but internationally as well. This is something that HYBE and Source Music is trying to achieve. With their lineup, we can already notice that their intention is to attract global fans. There are Japanese and Korean American members. With this, the language aspect is also covered. It is a strategy that most companies are using right now, and so far, it has worked. However, will they reach the level of Blackpink? We will have to wait and see. After all, each group has its own advantages and disadvantages. And competition not necessarily has to mean to overcome or replace a group. But tell me down below, what do you think? Will SSERAFIM become the competition of Blackpink? Or maybe even reach higher levels? Hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.